Hello everyone, I'm just gonna show you how to make a cake stand, a crystal cake stand, because I had so many emails, people asking for it. So this is what you need: acrylic sheets. You need 2 of each, like 2 and 2 of each size. And also you need beads, string, and also you need pillars, glue, measure tape, and sanding paper and scissors. So I'm using pillars by Wilton. There's 4 in each package, but you can use any pillars you want. So I have 2 plates. One is 1/2 inch and the other one is 1/4 inch. So the thicker one gonna go on the top, and one and the 1/4 inch gonna go on the bottom. Well, first step, I'm gonna put the pillars and I'm gonna see how it's gonna go. So I put 4 of them just to see it, and I'm gonna put the thicker piece on the top. And now I'm gonna use a washable marker and put little marks where I should put my pillars and put glue on it. So and after I'm gonna erase the marker marks. So now I put 2 plates together, and just to make sure I have same measurements, so I put dots on my other one on my 1/4 inch plate. But make sure your plates are have a same measurements and they match. So now I have a 1/4 inch piece that goes on the bottom, and just turning it around. And I'm gonna put the pillars on the acrylic sheet. So the pillars I have, you can take a bottom and you can take a top piece, and you can put some beads or whatever you would like to put in. So I'm just gonna glue the bottom and the top piece. To make sure that piece is gonna hold good, so I'm gonna use sanding paper and sand just the bottom of the pillar pieces, and just to sand lightly. So now I'm gonna use super glue that I got at the Home Depot, so hopefully it's gonna hold good. And I'm gonna apply to the pillar bottom. So just to put a little bit, don't put too much. So now I'm gonna apply to the acrylic sheet, to the bottom acrylic sheet. So now you have to hold it on the bottle. The glue bottle, it says 15 seconds. So it's 15 seconds, a little more, until it's gonna be firm. Now all my 4 pieces glued to the bottom acrylic sheet. And now I'm gonna do the same thing on the top one, on a thicker one. Now I have 2 pieces are glued. Bottom piece and the top piece has pillars pieces that they're gonna put the plastic ones in. just like this, and after I'm gonna put a top on the top, so the top part goes in. So make sure it's nice and stable, and this is how it's supposed to look like. I have 2 more cake stands to go, so it's gonna be same process as the first one. Now I'm gonna take my beads and just measure how I want it, and cut the pieces that I would like my stand to be. So this is probably gonna be the best. Now I'm gonna cut the length I need. So this is how it's gonna be. This is the length that I need. So now I'm gonna sand one piece because it's gonna be easier for me to glue it. And I'm gonna attach with the glue. Gonna use just a little drop. And now I'm gonna attach and hold it until it's gonna be glued together. Now I'm gonna use my second row of beads, but you can have like 2 options. You can do the same bead like I did one in the first row, or you can do the smaller one, and it's gonna, I think it's covers a little better, and it's look a little better if you do the different bead. So I'm gonna cut the bigger one, and I'm gonna use just a tiny one, and I also gonna sand it like I did the other one and glue it. So right now I have 2 string of beads glued to my acrylic sheets, and after I have to do, I don't know how many more needs to go all around, and about like 1/4 inch between each string of beads. I'm gonna go and do mine, and I'll be back. So now I have a few pieces. I glue an acrylic sheet. It goes the smaller bead, and after I do a larger bead, because this is the pattern I like. You could use a different beads also if you would like. It's probably gonna be easier also. And with the smaller beads, I tried to use my fingers, but I couldn't do it, so I had to use pliers to hold the bead, like a small bead. So I just use a bead with the pliers. And after I use the sanding paper. Now one tier is done, so have a bead all over the acrylic sheet. This is how it looks like. Yeah. So now I have to start on the second one, and so the white spots, I have a white spot on my pillar, so this is from the glue, from super glue. It says clear on the bottle, but when I use on my pillars, it's becoming kind of have that white color. I'll try to use a little less next time, or maybe I can use like a different, if you use a different glue, maybe it's gonna be better also. Now I have all my 3 cake stands done. Can be used individually. Can be used just like this, put like a wedding cake on the top, or it can be used with each cake stand. So this is as a cake, put dowels in the cake, and after put a wax paper to be able to remove it easily. So now it goes a stand, wax paper, cake. I would put a dowels in a cake. After I would put the third stand and cake on the top. So this is how it would be. Or it can be used only two cakes, or in 2 cakes and 2 cake stands also. So the sizes for my cakes, for a bottom cake is 16, 14, the next cake stand is 12, cake would be 10, this stand would be 8 inches and cake would be 6 inches. The acrylic sheet I purchased on eBay, or you can find on the internet anywhere. The beads can be purchased on the internet also. Can purchase also a curtain. That's how I did. I purchased a curtain and I cut it to the size I needed. So I hope that this video helps. So this video is for a round cake stand. Also, I made a square one. I will post the pictures with a square cake stand, but it's pretty much same thing, square or round cake. Actually, square cake, even little square cake stand, even a little easier to make it than a round one. But they both work pretty good. So, and it's not hard to make it yourself.